Hello everybody, my name is Nicola and welcome back to my channel. This is the Frugal Cottage where we talk all things money to help you on your financial journey. Today's video is all about my cash envelope stuffing for February and week 2. Yes, the second week of February is nearly here. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. So yes, I can't believe the first week of February is already over. If you've seen my video about having a frugal February, and I'll leave a link below to that, I feel like that's having a good positive impact on my kind of spending habits and also how I feel about things. I feel like getting back to basics with finances and why we're doing this has really kind of clarified in my mind what I want to have as our finances and our home, and not what anybody else makes me feel like I should have, if that makes sense. And kind of reflecting on that and kind of using the systems that I know work for me is all part of that. So what we are continuing to do is just use the cash envelopes as normal and work towards our goals, and hopefully maybe some of you are joining in below. Let me know if you're joining in with Frugal February and how that's going for you as the first week is over. But today's video is about my cash envelopes for the week ahead. As always, I'll leave a link below to the binder. It's just from Amazon, and let's get started. So we have 5 cash envelopes that we use every week. I say we, it's me that does this. This is my system. My husband kind of just lets me get on with it, which is fab. And these are the 5 we have. So we have food, miscellaneous, petrol, children and eating out. So there's the 5 that I use week in, week out. And if you are joining me with these savings challenges, you'll know that in a second I'm going to take out the money that's left over, because that goes into a different pot for the savings challenge, and I'll leave a link below to that video if you want to check that out after this one and join me on those savings challenges for the rest of the year. So to begin with, I'm just going to take out any money that's left. So there's £20 left in the food envelope, so I'll just take that out of there. There's nothing left in the miscellaneous, nothing left in petrol. There's £10 left in the children's envelope. I said, didn't I, last week, I reckon the children's envelope is not going to be touched, and I was absolutely correct in that. And then there's nothing in the eating out one, because there shouldn't be for this week. So now I've removed all those. Let's talk through what I'm going to put in for this week. And again, the numbers probably are fairly similar. So for food wise, I think I'm going to leave it at the £60. Last week's food shop was fairly low in comparison, but that was because I was using things from the freezer. So what I find when I do the food shop, and I don't know if anyone else is the same with this, so I do my meal plan using my meal planner, and I'll leave a link below to that. And some weeks I kind of go near the budget, and then the following week I'm kind of quite a bit under, because I'm using things from the freezer 1 week on and 1 week off, if that makes sense. And that system's really working at the moment. So this week I'm going to put in £60 in again for the food envelope, and I think that this week will be one of the weeks where I'm kind of almost at that, and then next week it should be lower, if that makes sense. So for the foods, I'm going to put 20, 40, 50, 60. So £60 is going to go into the food envelope as a starting point. Pop that in there. So £60 in the food envelope, and I say this before, like, ours is a family of 4. Your family might be a very different setup, and obviously that will have an impact on what you spend for food every week. So £60 in there. Miscellaneous, I think I will probably, can I risk £10 in there? I don't know. I always feel like I should put £20 in miscellaneous. I'm trying to think through what I said I was going to do. Yeah, so I think I'll put £20 in there, but I'll use 2 10s, and then if I don't get into that, then that's okay. Yeah, that's right. So I've got 2 10s there for £20 in the miscellaneous envelope. Again, like last week, that was kind of a bit more of a top up for that, so I feel like this week it should be lower. But I'll put £20 in there as normal. Our miscellaneous budget is £100 for the month, so £20 a week kind of goes with that. So £20 in there. Petrol, again, I put £20 in here. It's those little journeys that we're doing, so we're not doing as much travel, nowhere near, but actually sometimes the little journeys kind of make the petrol go faster, and I don't understand how that works, and don't ask me, but that's what it feels like it's doing at the moment. So £20 in the petrol envelope. We are a 1-car family, and kind of hope to be for a bit longer. I feel like at some point, because we're always having to go in different directions and stuff, at some point it will be easy to have 2 cars. But obviously there are all the associated costs with having 2 cars, and at the moment our budget doesn't really stretch to that, and also I don't really want it to. Like, I don't really want to be a 2-car family if we can help it, but obviously in terms of practicalities and stuff, it just means that at some point that probably will become a reality in terms of having 2 cars. But there we go. We just kind of end up going in different directions all the time. So like, I work about a 40-minute drive away and have to set off fairly early, which means dropping kids off in different places. But also then it means getting back and getting them and kind of timing stuff and things, and sometimes it would be really useful if we had a second car that my husband could take to work and do that as well. So we'll see how that goes, but for now it's £20 in the cash envelope for that. So the last two, so children, it used to be that I put £20 in this every week. However, you know, if you've seen my previous videos, you know that I'm just not using the children's budget, because obviously their food comes out of the food budget, miscellaneous stuff comes out of the miscellaneous budget. Their budget is for things like clothes, if they need them, and also kind of fun stuff. And at the moment, because we're in the current situation, we're still not doing a lot and it's really tough. That being said, I might spend their budget this week on getting some more crafty things for them. We're kind of doing more crafts and stuff at the moment, which they love, but obviously I might need to buy some more of that. So I'm going to put £10 in their envelope, just see how that goes. I don't know if the Range is like a shop that's everywhere, but we have a Range near us and that does really good kind of things for crafts and stuff like that, so I might pop there. So that's £10 in the children's envelope for the weekend. And then the final one is eating out, and last week I didn't put anything in here, but I am going to this week. I talked before about us, so my 5-year-old is at home kind of homeschooled on a Friday, and we've kind of made it like our little bit of a treat on a Friday, because we've made it to the end of the week that we'll go and get a little treat through the Cottage drive-through, and he loves that. He keeps asking when we're going again. And although I can see that being quite an expense over a year, but it's not going to be a year because he's going to be back at school hopefully soon. I'm okay with that continuing for now. So for now, this is going to have the last £10 is going to go in here. And let's be honest, I also enjoy it just as much as he does, because I love the chai latte from Costa. I said, was it in last week's video, I can't work out how to get it like that at home. I've tried and it's just not the same. So the last £10 there is going to go in the eating out envelope. When I say eating out, we go through the Costa drive-through and then bring it home and then sit on the comfort of our sofa whilst having one of those yummy drinks. But yeah, I can't seem to figure out how to get that like that at home. And sometimes, you think it's okay to spend money on things that you like, and I'm trying to learn that, but I'm trying to kind of give myself permission to do that a bit more this year. If you've watched my sinking fund video, you'll know that I have a sinking fund set up for a Mulberry purse that I really want, that I've wanted for about 10 years. So yeah, maybe 2021 for me is just a bit more about allowing myself to kind of appreciate those little things a bit more, and not be quite so strict on we're aiming for early retirement, and kind of every penny that I can get goes towards that. Maybe actually we need to enjoy the journey slightly more. But yeah, that's my cash envelope system for the week ahead. So I've got £10 in eating out, there's £10 in children, £20 in petrol, there is £20 in miscellaneous, and £60 in the food envelope, and that should do us for the second week in February. Are you using cash? I know some places are a bit funny about accepting them. Thankfully for me, kind of places around here are okay. Plus I don't really go many places, so the main bulk of where this will be spent is Morrison's supermarket, and they're happy to accept cash where we are. So yes, I'm not having any kind of issues with that, and I'm quite happy. I love this system. This system combined with my budget planner, I kind of say this all the time, is absolutely key to me succeeding in our finances. So yeah, are you staying safe at home? Are you okay? Let me know in the comments how you're getting on. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again very soon.